Hey folks, Pauleh here, and I'm bringing you some H1Z1. Now, let's get to it then. This is going to be a very odd series, as it were. My first few videos are probably going to be me just checking out the game, explaining it to you guys, and then after that I might transition more into like video clips and whatnot. So you'll have to stick around for that. Now I've just started. I'm in the middle of a forest. I need to find my way out. Kind of a path here, so we'll follow it. So, for those that don't know, H1Z1 is the zombie survival MMO by Sony Online Entertainment. Very similar to DayZ. The way I've always described it is it's a mix of DayZ and Rust. Like, it has DayZ, survival aspects, zombies and so on, but it has Rust-based building and scavenging, things like that. So, what I'm going to do, as I'm going to be running, I'm going to be picking up stuff. So, I'm just debating if I want to waste my t-shirt here. Yeah, let's do that. So, I'm going to shred my shirt. This is going to give me some scraps of cloth. Now I'm going to use this to discover... Oh wait. Oh no, I'm missing something. Oh damn, okay. So I wanted to make a makeshift bow, but sadly I cannot do that yet. At least I don't think I can. Wait, there we go, yeah I can. For some reason I was thinking I was needing a plank of wood as well. And let's go ahead and discover what we can make with a stick, which is, there's a few things. Punji sticks, there we go. Satchel with them, okay. So, if I go to crafting now, you know I've got the new things I've just made, punji sticks. So this is like if you walk over them you'll take some damage, so little traps. But we want to make the makeshift bow. We also want to make some arrows. So let's go ahead and put that there. I've got 2 arrows, I'm going to need some more. But here we go. I've got my bow. Now this is pretty good for killing zombies. It's not that great long range, but up close it works quite well. But if I go up to these kind of trees, if you ever see them, if you hit E, which is the pickup button, you will pick up some more sticks, which is useful. Same as if I go over the berry bushes, I'll pick up blackberries. One thing I want to point out, you may see it freeze up a little bit, like this. Currently there's a bug where if you hit E, your use button, you get like a massive FPS drop. No one knows why it's doing that yet. We're waiting for a hotfix for it, but just be wary that happens. So far this game runs extremely smooth. I get a solid 60 FPS, never really drops, even with many players on screen. In fact, there's Battle Royale servers, similar to Hunger Games, for those that don't know, and when that came out that was bugged as well, so it was letting 200 players in and they all started in the same little area, so you'd have 200 players on your screen and my FPS would stay at a solid 60, so it's extremely good. Now if you've been a fan of say PlanetSide 2, this is using the same engine, so you know graphically it looks nice, it's very smooth and so on. Anyway, what I need to do is go find somewhere I can start scavenging. There's going to be zombies I'm going to have to face, there's going to be players I'm going to have to be careful of. I'm not 100% sure where I'm at the moment. There are wolves, there are bears, so I do have to be careful of them. I see a church over there, so what I'm going to do... Water's not too deep at the moment, but eventually it'll be much deeper and you'll be able to swim and stuff. But I know where I am, roughly. There's a church up there with a big graveyard, so I need to find my way up there somehow. And as I said, this game has released on early access, so it is quite buggy. And one of the other bugs, which I'd say the other big bug that you'll run into when playing is hydration and energy, energy being hunger, and hydration being thirst. They both go down very quickly, so you have to constantly eat and drink. That's the only thing I don't like about this game at the moment. It's my hope that they'll do some work on it and balance it out a little bit better. But that's to come. It's like the third day so far. They're just focusing on bug fixes. There's the players made a shack here. Wow, these shacks are very tiny. But that's cool. So, as I said, there is base building. You can build structures and whatnot. I haven't actually seen too many just yet. This is interesting. I didn't know this existed. A little cave underneath the church. Wow. Gotta be careful of players. It's got a little health bar on top. I wonder if it's taking some damage. Nothing in that crate. So one of the things that I like the most about this game is that anything that looks like it can contain loot, probably, or, you know, if it looks like it holds something, you can definitely open it and search it. Like, for example, a filing cabinet, a desk, a trash can, you know, an ottoman, things like that. You can open all of them. So you always have a lot to go through when you, like, you know, make your way slowly through a town or something like that, or through houses. But just having the option of having all these different areas to like find loot is pretty cool. There's cars, there's all sorts. You can actually find items off zombies, so it isn't like a bad idea to go around killing zombies as well. What may be a bad idea is me being in this graveyard during a zombie apocalypse. It looks pretty quiet. I might run into players. I have to say I'm the antisocial player when it comes to these types of games. Personally, I like to be left alone. Unless I'm playing with friends, I like to go around solo. I don't really like to stop and converse with people. That's just how I am. I like to play. So here we go, a desk. Could have been already picked through. Now I could probably go upstairs. I haven't actually been up here before, but let's have a quick look, see if there's anything. Nope, nothing. Okay. So this does lead on to another town, I believe. So we're going to go check that out. I know there's been a lot of controversy in regards to pay to win. In my honest opinion, I really don't feel it is pay to win. I mean, I understand what it looked like when that streamer called in an airdrop and he was able to grab, you know, guns out of it straight away because it landed on top of him, but that's not how SOE, you know, intended for it to work. They wanted it to, you know, be contested. Every time you call it down, it makes such noise, there'll be many zombies attracted and so on. So you'd have to fight for it. You know, you're not going to have an easy way to just go up and get geared. You have to fight, you'll have to kill. But, I know, personally I don't see it as an issue. Most people like to complain for the sake of complaining. But, there you have it, it's constantly being balanced. Right, there are zombies here. Let's show off the bow. Kind of bugged, I guess. Okay. There we go. Sometimes the bow bugs out for me, I'm not sure why. If I break up the body, there's sometimes a chance of getting gear. Now, as I said, this is early access, so the zombies sometimes bug out and just stand still. Other times they'll chase you around. But there is a lot of zombies. You've got to be very careful. Can I get my arrow back? Sometimes you can retrieve arrows. Any crates? Yes, there are. Oh, so we've got a hammer, very nice. Let's throw this branch away. I'd rather take the hammer instead. Go old boy on something. Alright, so there's a wooden plank. What I want to do is there anything I can discover with it? No, but let's go ahead and make some more wood sticks. More arrows. There we go. This hammer. I haven't actually used a hammer yet, but it looks pretty brutal, so we'll give it a go. In combat you can push back zombies by using the Q key. Let's try it. We're gonna get hit, but... So I pushed him back. I still took a hit, I've got to be careful. See, it's not really ideal. Okay, he's just going to take him out with a bow. That isn't working. There we go. So yeah, unpack this. When you bleed, you leave a small trail. Okay, so that's going to heal me up. Someone's nearby. I see his legs over there, so he's over there. Okay, we're going to stay away, we'll go into this town. Someone's calling in an airdrop, that's why you can hear that plane coming in. And there's a truck up on that roof. Okay, I wonder if it works. Some guys over there. I'm going to leave it be, see if this car works. No. Missed a bunch of stuff. I'm going to stay away from these players because the last thing I want to do is get into a fight with anyone. Well, there is kill on sight. So far I haven't experienced too much of it. Then again, I've killed about 10 players and every single time it's been self-defense. Oh, and a little tip, if you're fighting a player who's got a bow, just punch him. For instance, I was minding my own business walking on the road, run past a player, and then there was another player that had been following me, and he tried to hit me with his bow, so I turned around as he was aiming again, started punching him. I ended up beating him to death with my hands. This car over there, probably don't work, but we'll try. So, after that I left him. I told the other guy you could take the loot. Ow. Wow, he hit me. Okay, hang on, I better sort this out. Told the other guy you could take the loot. Oh my god, come on. What am I doing? I'm missing. Panic. There we go. I told the other guy he could take the loot and he decided to pick up the bow. I hear an arrow whiz by me as I'm running away, so I ended up turning around, going back and killing him as well. So, you know, fists are decent weapons to use, if I'm totally honest. This can't work, this won't work. Yeah, it's missing everything. So in order for vehicles you need to make sure it's got all the parts. A pro tip is to, when you park up a car, take the spark plugs out. They act like car keys almost, because then the other people can't start the car unless they've got spark plugs handy. The alternative would be to take one of the other items out, but they're going to be much heavier to carry around. Spark plugs are very, very light. Honestly though, if you ever see spark plugs, always carry them with you, just in case a couple of players are pulled up somewhere in a vehicle. They're busy looting. Gunshots, you can hear them echoing in the distance. I'm just going to eat some of these berries. They're not meant to fill you up completely, just nourish you ever so slightly. But yeah, if you carry spark plugs, if you find a vehicle that players have left unattended but have taken their spark plugs, you can quickly set it up, you know, and then just steal it basically. But to be honest, if you can get past the whole hydration and energy going down so quick, what my friends and I have found to be the most effective way of surviving is just going out and constantly hunting animals and keep a stockpile of meat. And then what you want to do is just cook that up every now and then, and it will keep you going for a good while. But that's all you can really do, to be honest. Until they balance it out and make it a bit easier, it's hard to get anything else done because you're constantly trying to, you know, worry about food. I have fists of steel, just so you know. One thing I like, if you punch a zombie, they'll be like feedback. The arrows kind of bug out. But yeah, if you punch zombies, there'll be feedbacks, like, or a player. If you punch them in the face, like, if you give them an uppercut, their head will snap back. If you know, hit the left or right side of the face, their head will, like, jerk either way. Body hits and all that, they all react, and it makes combat feel very, makes every punch, you know, feel like it's connecting. So, that is definitely one of my favourite features of this game. My only other complaints I'd probably mention about this is the map is fairly big, but it's not super big. And the problem is, with 200 players on the server, everywhere you go, like anywhere there's a building, you'll probably see like 4 or 5 players just running around somewhere. That's my issue at the moment. But apart from that, the map's going to be expanded eventually. Apart from that, I really like this game. Okay, that's bugged, I think. No? Stuck on something. I see. Ran over this sign. So if you're asking yourself, is this game worth buying? Personally, if you like this genre, I definitely recommend checking this out. So far, there isn't really any negatives I can bring up about it. You may get to a point where you're geared out and you've not really got anything else to do, but it takes a little bit to get geared out. Weapons are rare. There's always base building as well, which I haven't even touched yet. I've had fun grouping up with friends, going hunting, and just being off in the woods somewhere. You know, we collected some dirty water in bottles or rainwater when it rains. We've got a campfire going and we just sat around it, cooking up all the food and boiling the water. That's been pretty fun so far. Hey, a metal sheet. Can we discover anything with this? Pipe recipe learned. Huh, okay. So yeah, things like metal sheets and stuff are used for base building, I imagine. Someone's got a car. You can prone in this game. Don't think that zombie knows I'm here. They're gonna hear me, but whatever. Damn it. Honestly, I'm against killing sight and stuff. But if I could kill a player to get a car, I would probably do it. I found cars to be kind of rare. He's got a buddy, you see. I guess his buddy was looting the store while he stayed in the car. He's probably taking the spark plugs out. There is what? 1, 2, 3. And they're fighting each other. So, I don't know if an arrow would pierce through a window. I could try it, those other dudes might kill me. We'll wait and see what happens. You could upgrade the makeshift bow into a wooden bow, which is definitely better. Would an arrow go through a windscreen and kill the driver? That is the question. Because I could just run up and try it. He's got an axe, so I don't want to get too close. There's 3 players there now. 3 players there now. He's probably got the car locked. Oh, he's running over a zombie. I imagine if I tried to shoot through the windscreen with my bow, those other guys are going to come kill me. We'll see what happens.
Freeze, sir. Sir, you're only making this hard on yourself. Sir, freeze.
I wouldn't waste a shotgun trying to shoot a player who's unarmed. Makeshift bow isn't going to do too much, I'm totally honest. I'm already injured. He's got a hatchet. Ah, he got me. Oh well. That's gonna happen a lot when you play this game. But they attacked me first, to be fair. Regardless of my intentions. We'll respawn, see where we are, and keep going. But yeah. Ammo is fairly rare. I mean, I've played a lot. I haven't found too much. I imagine if you kill more zombies, there's a better chance of finding stuff to loot. But I'd never waste ammo like that, unless I was actually in a, combat situation. I know there's been talks of dupes and stuff that's happening, but I think the majority of players are not doing that, so it's not really an issue. I think that might be the first time I've just lost a flat-out fight, but to be fair, I wasn't really being careful. But yeah, I've learned not to trust anyone, to be honest, in this game. There's no point. I know I'm like one of the first to come out and say I hate kill on sight, but I understand that most of the time that there's no reason to work together. Like, there's no reason to.
I'm hungry. I'm
Okay. Different police car, I think. So, for instance, me and my friend, we were running through a housing project area that was, not worked on yet, just all marked out. We see a couple of guys, we leave them alone, they said friendly, we just sort of, kept going, left them be. and then as me and my friend are elsewhere, he's AFK. He has to, you know, log out, so there's 10 seconds before you get logged out. I run off to go cut down a tree, make a campfire and all that good stuff. Next thing I know, I hear friendly, friendly. Turns out those two guys had followed us, and you know, after they said friendly, they saw that my friend was like AFK or he was logging out, so immediately killed him with a bow. Luckily, I popped round the corner with my shotgun, kill them both. As I kill the first one, they immediately go prone and be like, friendly, friendly, stop. At which point I execute them, but it's just like, if you're gonna do that, I'm never ever gonna trust anyone who comes up to me and says friendly, so... The hell's that sound? It's a car, but... What are they doing? Dear God. Unless the sound's bugged out. Sound could have possibly bugged out. Anyway. I've basically shown you a little bit of what H1Z1's about. This is one of many videos to come. And I'm going to hopefully bring you some videos of when I'm working together with my friends. Again, apologies for this sound. My God, it's loud. It's definitely bugged out, but alpha is alpha. Anyway, I'm going to bring you some base building, some PvP, some PvE, and all that good stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching. You can also catch me playing H1Z1 on my stream at twitch.tv/Pauleh. Or you can just watch more of these videos on my YouTube channel. Till next time,